I'm about to be 41. Got it. Yes, okay. Girl, 41. Love the 40s while you're in them. Okay, because they go really, really fast. I have to tell you, I traveled a lot. And last week, and so I was coming back, I was flying back. And, oh, there's Rusty. Don't tell your age, Rusty.
He just came in and said, to let us know he there, right? Such a guy.
And this guy was like, he's celebrating 40. Woo. And I was like, baby, just love it while you are there. Okay. So it's all good. It's all good. Rusty has to let you know he's in the house.
All right. Well, let me introduce you real quick. You ready? Let me introduce you.
You know, don't they know me by now?
To some that may not know, just in case. Quick one. Hey guys, welcome. Happy Tuesday. We are here again for this week. On Tuesdays now is when the Zooms will be for the month of May. Corporate has now brought back their Zooms on Sunday nights, which I'm excited about. So we have moved to Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm excited because every month we've been speaking with our Senior VP of Sales, Miss Adrienne Murphy, and we have a blessing of having her back today again. So if you can please hit that camera off button and bring your booties on camera to give the respect to a VP that's on here, to give her time to us.
That's sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So thank you so much, Miss Adrienne. It's on you. Thank you so much.
I love this. This is probably one of my favorite calls. I have to tell y'all, if y'all haven't seen me, can I tell y'all, this is the #1 consistent team call that I do. Because I'm just so passionate. Yes. I love my girl. Rusty vetted me before, right after I came on, and it's just this crew is very special to me. So, I want to make sure that I make this call by any means necessary. And you guys have been able to pivot and adjust with my schedule. So I appreciate that so much, because my schedule is really unpredictable. But for those of you that haven't met me, there's a reason, because I was saying this on the, I forget what call I was on, but I came in February. Just to give you a little bit of background, I've been in the industry for almost 25 years. So it's been a while. And I've been with companies from startup all the way to legacy companies such as It Works. And, I have to tell you, I was going to not do direct sales anymore in network marketing because I was just tired. Y'all know how it gets when it gets tired. But there was something about this culture and the family, and most of all, the community, that I was like, okay, God, I'm supposed to be here, because it just happened so serendipitous, because Doug actually started talking to me back before September. I mean, it was like in the summer of last year. And I didn't get here until February because I just wanted to make sure it was right. And I left what I thought was my dream job to come here. So don't tell me what he won't do. Okay. So anyway, but I've been sitting back in the cut. I probably communicated more with this team on this call than any other distributorship as far as communities and teams in the company. That's including our top 150, our top 10, been you all. So that just kind of resonated with me, as you should. Yes. So that just kind of resonated with me. I was thinking about that before I came on. So, but I sat back, in the cut because I wanted to see the players. I wanted to see how we did things. I wanted to absorb the culture. When I was young in my leadership, I'd come in, I'd be peacocking, I got the feathers out and trying to do everything and know everything. But this time I wanted to do it a little bit different. So, and I'm so blessed that I did, because now I have a snapshot of, how big our opportunity is, right? How limitless, we are right now to really, I say it's It Works 2.0, to really hit that reset button and make it happen. So before we get into the training, I want to share, if you missed Meredith's call on Sunday, or you missed the kickoff call yesterday that I did, I want to go through some things in April that I want to make sure that you have on your calendar. Number one, May is all about Slay May. Okay, honey, we're going to slay it, which means we are going to lean in and make it happen. You guys know my motto is what you do today pays you in 90 days. So April, we're 1 month into the second quarter of the year. Can y'all believe that? This is already the third. Is it the 3rd of May? It is. May the 4th be with you will be tomorrow. So we're going to slay May. The summer game plan should be up. I have actually planned out through July. I'm not sure if they posted May, June, and July, but I did plan it out through July. Because again, one of my main strategic responsibilities here is to, make sure that you have a plan and you work the plan, right? Because the more we can simplify things, the better. So Slay May is going to be the theme for this month. I want to point out something really huge, that Q Diamond has been extended. Now, the new rules of engagement are going to be, they may have been posted today. I know Doug was still trying to finalize those and get those through legal. So the Q Diamond bonus is extended through May 31st. Okay. So basically, if you qualify for Diamond, you're on the run for the $10,000, $1,000 over the next coming months. And then also we're still awarding and rewarding the re-ranks for Diamonds through May the 31st. And that will be $5,000 over that time. So you want to make sure that you're running for that as well. And my motto is the road to diamonds is paved with rubies. Okay. The interesting thing that we're seeing about diamonds is, it's people are going for the paycheck, not the rank. And I love that. But if you're doing things in duplication, the rank is going to automatically happen. So I'll talk about that in just a second. The other thing that I want to bring to your attention is C'est La Vie. That is where we are going to take everyone for their hard work to the Dominican Republic. So one of the things that I want you to think about is, are you going? If so, who are you bringing with you, right? And number 3, how are you going to get there? I'm going to tell you how many people have already qualified for it. 140 people have already qualified for it. We want to take 600 with us. So we got a little ways to go. But you have to do those 7 tier 1s and 7 tier 2s. But you know what the biggest caveat's going to be? The breaker of this trip is going to be the auto ship. So I'm begging you to make sure that you have that auto ship locked and loaded, because where I see the breakages is that so many people have done this. The tier 1s and tier 2s are very close, but they're going to miss the trip based on an auto ship. So make sure you go back and you review those rules of engagement for the C'est La Vie. This is going to be an amazing, amazing trip. And you can do that through the tier 1, the FAF, the foreign and friend, tier 1, tier 2. Okay. The other thing is I want to talk about is we are going to do another Enroll-A-Thon on May the 10th. So that is next Tuesday. So let me just kind of preface what this is about. The Enroll-A-Thons are all about, right, the company. So the leadership, the community, obviously the company, and obviously the products, right? We're leading with that. We're talking about why now is a great time to join It Works. Here's the thing. My appeal, my calling to you, my call to action to you is look at how we're doing that. Look at the words that work. Look at how we're saying or how we're layering that opportunity in those 15-minute segments. The reason why I'm saying that is because the biggest way to take that and run with it is to look at what we're doing. And the reason we're doing that is for you to take it and model that. It's basically your growth package, if you will, on a platter. So we're doing it for you through these Enroll-A-Thons. We're modeling that, the words, the how you use it, the comp plan. We're modeling that for you through these Enroll-A-Thons. And then it's for you to take those notes and then you go out and duplicate that with your teams or with whatever your goals are for your business. So I wanted to make sure that we're doing that, because one of the things that I am seeing is that there's this great excitement that happens during those Enroll-A-Thons, and then it just kind of, it just kind of goes down. So this is another way for you to not only hear what we're saying, receive the training, get more comfortable, but then also go out and model that. The other way to do that is going to be through us being on the road in the city tours, which that schedule you can find at itworks.com/events. So I wanted to just talk about that. And then the regionals are going to be doing retreats in August. The dates for the regional retreats are August 5th and 6th. And it is another opportunity to be rewarded for your success. And basically there's 3 qualifiers. We're taking up to 20 people per region, and there's 3 qualifiers. The first qualifier is enrolling DTs with an auto ship, the most enrolled, right? The most newly enrolled diamonds, so sponsored diamonds, personally developed diamonds, okay? Gen 1 and Gen 2. And then the most tier 2 for and a friend achievers. So we may get 6 in one region, we may get 15 in another, but those are what we're going to be recognizing for you to join us in one of 4 cities in the region. Okay, so look for that information. Make sure you go out and look at the summer game plan, because that is how you're going to set up your business. Because we know as we go into May, June, and July, the business kind of gets stagnant. We don't want that. In my opinion, there are no J months, right? There are no J months. You are open for business every day. And I said this the last time that we chatted, right? Every day is opening business for you. One of the things that I want to talk about tonight is the duplication. Because I will tell you statistically, let me get my notes here. I want you to look at your business, all right? What you do today pays you 90 days. So you can look back at your business 90 days ago. What did it look like? You don't have to answer that, but I want you to look at that. Because where your business is today on May the 2nd, or May the 3rd, is a direct result of how your business was 90 days ago. So you can look at that and determine what your areas of opportunity are. Is it new LCs? Is it DTs? Is it achieving tier 1, tier 2, 4 and a friend? I don't know. I don't have all your numbers. You have to look at that. But I can tell you from a company perspective what our opportunities are. And it is number 1 opportunity for us: enrolling new DTs and onboarding new DTs. Okay. So that is not only the biggest opportunity for you to grow wide, it's the biggest opportunity for you to go deep. So this call tonight is all about letting go of the minimums. Who was here? Put a 1 in the chat. Who was here when we had to do 5 across? Right? Now we do 3. We're going back to 5. Hear me now, right? Hear me now. We are going back to 5. As a matter of fact, it should be 6. You know why? Because 3 are going to do nothing. Right? 2 are going to be consistent fairly. They're going to put in their minimum BV every month. And then that last one is going to be probably a Ruby, a leader. Okay. Let me say again, we need to go back to 5 to 6 across. 3 are going to do nothing. They're going to ghost you. 2 are going to be consistent. 1 is probably going to show up and end up being on the leader track. Those are statistics, hands down. If you do that consistently, you know what that is? Compound growth. That is duplication. I know we talk about 4 and a friend. And the thing is, hey, sorry, I have a new puppy. Get out of there. He's eating. Okay, y'all have to meet my new puppy. Hold on. Oh my God, he's chewing up everything. This is him. I just rescued him. Oh, okay, sorry. And he's eating, he's eating, y'all know I'm of the spirit world. I burn my incense. He's eating my incense. Okay, here. Do not eat the incense. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so that's my new puppy. I rescued him. It's Moo Moo because he looks like, I know, girl. Listen, Marion, Lola she is hot sauce. She is not even in here. Y'all know my little black sit shoe, Lola. She is not feeling Moo Moo. Okay. Moo Moo is named Moo Moo because he's black and white like a little dairy cow. Miss Lola has her habits on. I don't even know where she is. Okay. But thank you for remembering Lola. Okay. So that's Moo Moo. He's here in full effect. But anyway, I'm going back to what I was talking about. So that is the duplication piece. So our biggest opportunity obviously is going to be enrolling new DTs, onboarding new DTs, but making sure that we're looking at the numbers. I want us to get really strategic. One of the things, as I look back over the last 3 months, I felt like we were doing all the right things, but there were no, what's the nursery rhyme with Hansel and Gretel? You know, there were no breadcrumbs that were left for us to really know how we were getting there, because we were just on a run. We were stallions let out of the stable, and boom, we were on a run. Then when we got to where we thought we wanted to be, we look back and we're like, oh, heck, how did we get here? So now I'm like, all right, what do we focus on? So you'll go, Adrienne, but that's why we have 4 and a friend. Yes. But the interesting thing about 4 and a friend, it's still focused on it. 4 and a friend will get you there, right? The magic of 5. I hear you. The challenge with 4 and a friend is it's not duplicating. All right. So people are getting their tier 1s, but that friend, you have to help them do it again, and then again, and again, and again. So you have to decide what you want. $100, you know, like get work today, get paid tomorrow, right? Is it that $500 a month? Is it that $1,000 a month? Is that $50,000 a month? You get to decide. But based on that number, we need to back in how we're going to grow it. And while 4 and a friend is a great start for onboarding, right? That's healthy. 4 and a friend is healthy, but it's only healthy if you're duplicating it. So I'm asking you another question. What is healthy to you? Write that down. You don't have to tell me that, but you need to know it. $100 a week, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month. And let me be clear. It's not about rank, because that 4 and a friend bonus, we're seeing rubies make $10,000, $11,000 a month. Facts. Because when you add on that success bonus and add on that, okay, I love this, Carissa. Okay, completing tier 2s, 1 and 2s this month. But you know what? I'm gonna put it even down. Like, what does that mean? How many do you need in order to make that goal? Right? Is it 6 across? Is it 5? Is it 3? Look at the numbers, because every time you do it, guess what it is? It's another 350, right? So we're talking, what do you want it to look like? You get to decide that. Okay. But I want you to look at the number. Let's just say it's $1,000. Okay. Back into that. What does that look like? Once you look, you figure out what that looks like, then you do it. That's the thing. Then you do it. So let me tell you, because I'm going to give it to you from a corporate space. So, and let me tell you, that executive rank, it's still a rank. You still want people, because everybody wants something different in the business. This is not a one size fits all. Okay. That's the other thing we need to think about. It takes many to, you know, the sum total of us is much greater than our equal parts, than our individual parts, right? So sum total, what does that look like? Because the other thing that I found, leaders, on this call is that we're very one-dimensional. Well, I do that. I do that, but my people don't do it. Well, why? Well, I'm modeling it, but they don't do it. But are you giving them the how? That's the other thing I'm going to own. We're telling you, what's just 4 and a friend. You got to get 4 and a friend. But I'm not telling you how to do it. How do you get that 4 and a friend? You got to keep that funnel filled. You got to have 60 to 100 people on that list all the time. You got to host a post, but you also have to have conversations with people, right? The beauty is in the blend. So I ask you, what are the habits that you're doing to duplicate and maintain that healthy business? You don't have to have the answer right now, but I want you to think about, is it me? Is it the strategy? Is it the lack of the strategy? Am I not working the plan? Am I not being consistent? What are the 5 things I'm doing every day? Is follow-up one of those 5 things? You know what I'm saying? Right? Am I always asking for the business? Am I talking about the choice? You can be a loyal customer. You can be a wholesaler, or you can be a business builder. 3 things. You got 3 services. 40% with a loyal customer, wholesaler, enjoy even a bigger discount as a distributor. Oh, wait a minute. Now I want to build a business. I got 3 services. Are you plugging those buckets consistently? Does this make sense? Okay. So now we're at the point of our conversation. I think this is my 3rd call. Hold on, I'm getting a FaceTime. Now we're in the, oh, am I still on here, guys?
I hear you.
I think so. Okay, can you see me? I just got a call. There it is.
Yeah.
Now we're in the part of the business where it is, we're getting granular. We're putting pen to paper and we're putting action to it. Game on. I told you all this last month, right? We are now the CEOs. We are running our business like CEOs. Okay. And we started talking about building out the plan, right? We started talking about going on a run and what that looks like. And now we have to go, okay, so this is what I did great in April. We fell a little bit short in April. April's kind of that weird month. You know, it's like spring break, it's Easter, you know, it's all weather's great. It's all those things. Well, we can have those excuses all day long, but guess what? When you call your mortgage, they don't care that it was raining or you had spring break or whatever that is, right? You get to sign your paycheck. So we really got to lean in and decide what our new business, It Works 2.0 looks like through the habits. So I've been able to assess, right? And this is what I've come up with. Our biggest wealth, if you really want to know, is that ruby spot. It's almost 1.5 times more than emerald, diamond, and above. I'll give you an example. One of my regions had 8 new executives. Great. But then it jumped to 25 rubies, 10 emeralds, 7 diamonds, and then 2 double diamonds. If I were to plug those numbers into your organization, they percentage-wise, they'd probably be the same. So what did I say? The road to diamond is paved with rubies. My hand to God, if you just develop rubies and emeralds all day, you'd have one of the healthiest businesses in the organization. Because that's what my team is focused on. Not everybody wants to get to the top. If you do, fantastic. You're going to do it by developing rubies and emeralds. So let's back it up. Part 2. So we're enrolling, right? 4 and a friend, but we're going to go more than 4. We're going to go 6, right? 4 and a friend will work, but we got to go, don't focus on the minimums, okay? We're going to duplicate that, right? So technically, I would love to see you do 3, they do 3, they do 3. Set the precedence, or it could be 5. I mean, I'd rather have 5, but I want you to lean into it. Are you doing enough? It's not just one and done. It's like, how are you going wide? Because we're going back to building fat. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, when you go back to, you know, the rubies, obviously, you know, it's going to be you and 3, obviously 3 more, right? So that's why I said do it 3 times, maybe even do it 4. I would love to see you do it 5. But this is how we're going to start to build. And there's going to be some people on here that disagree with me, and that's okay. I love it. Let's go. I'm not talking about charting, people. There is a place for charting. It is our culture. It's what we do when it's necessary. I'm talking long-term money. I'm talking long-term money. So charting, absolutely, there's a place for it. There's a need for it when it's in its due season. However, when we are rebuilding, I'm talking about building. I'm talking about structurally building. I'm talking long term. Okay. Foundation. Because if I'm placing you, I don't know what you want to do. I'm doing it for me. And that's okay. 1000% when you need it. But I'm talking longevity. I want people in there that if I got to lay it down, I'm tired one month, I know my team's going to carry you. Make sense? Okay. And I know that there's going to be some suspect with that, but there is I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm saying do it smart. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So, and when you do that, that's when the duplication will start to happen. All right. And that's when the weight, when you start to see the triangle on its tip, and then eventually it'll turn on its base. That's what we're trying to do. But in order to do that, you got to build wide again, and then it'll go down. Then that triangle will tip up on its base. That's ultimately what we need to do. Okay. So I wanted you to think about that is, and how you're going to do that. And then really evaluating in month 2, based on what you did in April, what can you do a little bit better? Where was the opportunity? And then where can you course correct to make sure that, okay, this is what I'm going to do for May, because when I come into June, that's going to be the end of the quarter. What do I want that to look like? All right. And the other thing that I want to talk about really quickly is, I know corporate, we've got a lot of incentives going on. I was talking about, this month, we extended the Q10. The theme is Slay May. We have the regional retreats that you're going for. What I want you to remember is that this is not, I don't want you to think of it as it's all things live separate. They all live together. That's why I want to focus on the call to action and the activity as opposed to all the incentives. Because when you're doing the activities, the reward, the success, the paycheck is inevitable. Make sense? We need to focus on the habits of our business because it can get really noisy. I'm here for it. I'm like, okay, we can't give them one more thing. People they're talking about the new BBK that's coming. They're talking about the new products that are coming. Everybody gets excited about that. But here's the thing. You cannot wait on that lever. You are an entrepreneur. You are a business builder. You pull your own levers. And you do that through always getting your new customers, your for and your friend. Doesn't matter what the product is, whether it's new or not, because it's all new to a new customer. It's all new to a new distributor, right? So while the new product that's coming, yeah, that's a bonus. It ain't coming to the end of the month. And you sure as heck don't want to wait to get your business at the end of the month, right? So it's all new to a new customer. It's all new to a new DT. So when you script out the plan, you have to figure out what are you willing to do to create a healthy business. Okay. Because there's always going to be some type of incentive. We're a sales company. Your biggest reward is you never lose the consistency. Okay. Because the beauty of it, when you are consistent, if for some reason there is a pivot, you're well equipped for that as well. Okay. So that's why the incentives are what they are, but the actions are how you're going to build that muscle and that practice. Okay. We are seeing a deficit in how we are enrolling new distributors. Customer part is easy, but that conversion, we always want to think of it as you have a choice, and we're always offering that choice. Distributor, wholesaler, or business builder. And even if you were to make the list of, say, 50 people right now, you could probably find 4 people in that list of 50 who would fit into those 3 buckets. So maybe after this call, you go make the list and you put them in the buckets, right? Then you make the call, or you send the voice text, or you send the voice message. Then you offer the choice and you convert. That simple. I didn't say it was easy. I said it was simple. Okay. And that's really what I wanted to talk about today. I didn't want to give you too much information. I wanted to give you the facts, the numbers, the call to action, and now we put it into action. Because when we're back next month, we're going to be ready to measure those 60 days before we go into the last 90 days. All right. On what that looks like. Then when we get to, can you say how do you define? Oh, a wholesaler would be, that's a great question, Marion. A wholesaler would be someone who, they're like, loyal customer is great, but yeah, I want to go ahead and start my business, right? I want to go ahead and, get the discount as a business owner. I may share it with my family. I may not, friends. I'm not ready to build a business, but I'll start my business, right? So that's that person that's in between. So for instance, maybe they order $300 worth of product. I'm like, okay, why did you go ahead and start your business, right? Because you never know. If you're loving the product that much, you might as well start your own business and do it. Okay. Because then they're most likely going to tell their warm market. And maybe they can make a little commission off their warm market. But then it may transition into, I want to be more than a hobbyist. Maybe that's a quicker way. That's an easier way to describe it. So I want to be a hobbyist. I either want to be a loyal customer. I want to be a hobbyist where I want the products more for myself. Yeah, I'll share it with my friends and family. Okay, whatever. Right. But then I want to be a part-timer. I'm taking this to the next level because I do want to add that $500 extra a month. It's more than just a product for me. And then, by the way, I'm making $500 a month or $500 a week or whatever it is. Now I want to do this full time. That is the difference of those buckets. It's not full time. I want to be, I want to go a full on business and start duplicating. So that's what I mean as a hobbyist, right? As a part-timer, and then a full-timer. And then the other one is a big timer, right? So I'm all in. I want to get to Ruby. I want to get to Emerald. I want to get to Diamond. And doesn't that help you kind of picture in your mind who you're talking to, but most importantly, who you're looking for, right? Everybody knows a hobbyist, right? Everybody knows a part-timer. Oh, I know somebody, summer camp's coming up. Let me tell you, camps are a lot more expensive than they used to be when my kids were in camp. Okay. And then, I know somebody that has decided they don't want to do their full-time job. I don't know. You all know your circle. But what I love about putting them in those categories is even when you're out and about, it helps you identify who you're looking for because you can put a face to a title. So people, when they're working in goals, people see things in pictures. So you got to take them on a journey. You got to put yourself on a journey yourself and see things in pictures. And you go, oh yeah, my neighbor across the street, she'd be a great hobbyist. She's always working out, blah, 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 whatever it is. I'm making it up, right? But it really helps you see the opportunity and people. And I'm telling you, that switch happens. Then it doesn't feel like you're just mining for a needle in a haystack. You go, okay, I got a picture of this. I know who I'm looking for. Oh, that person that I see at Trader Joe's every month, whatever, that you see at the stylist, at the salon. Oh, right? Put them in the groups. Telling you, when I learned that concept from Mary Christensen, I'll never forget. She's out of Australia. And I work with her. And she was a master recruiter. And that's how she helped me identify the groups. And it made a difference. Teachers are going to be off for the summer. Boom. There you go. Right. Maybe person that didn't work during school is now working through the summer because the kids are home. Boom. Right. Maybe husband, unfortunately, has taken a setback in hours or lost his job. Okay. Boom. I'm going to build a bridge for them as a part-timer. Right. Maybe a person just woke up one morning and go, guess what? I'm no longer here for that. I need to replace my income in 6 months. I got you. Full timer, big timer. We have to start asking for the business, right? And so that was always a way for me. And you know, the other great thing is it took the pressure off, because then I could tailor my conversation based on me feeling the need and finding the solution for that person. It was more cheeky that way, right? Doesn't sound so salesy, doesn't sound so network marketing, even though that's what we are. But it makes it more familiar and more common. Okay. And then you're going to do that through the vehicle of great products. So what I challenge you to do is start practicing this now, because when the new products come out, boom, now you're even more excited that you can add that on, right? To existing customers as well as new customers. So May, June, and July, we're all about slaying May, but June and July, including May, is all about acquisition of customers and acquisition of new distributors. And then, you know, like I said, putting that into action and then measuring it. You know, you can measure it weekly, you can measure it monthly. It's up to you how you want to measure it. But I think the biggest thing is going to be the consistency of what I've given you in that plan and executing that, right? Because remember the formula. I know it's 4 and a friend, but if you were to add 6, because 3 generally will do nothing, right? And you don't want you don't want to always feel like you want to create that momentum, because if you guys ever played sports, when you're on the other side of momentum, it's like pushing water uphill. I remember I ran track. I'm an athlete, and I remember when the wind was at my back, woo, and that 200 coming around that curve, there was nothing you could tell me. But when the wind, the phase in the wind is a little bit different, right? So that's what I mean. You know, get the wind in your back, because once you start to get that momentum, it's going to push you right over the finish line. Okay. Any questions for me? Does this all make sense? Am I talking crazy? I don't think so.
One in reference to just, well, you know, not technically for me, but just the overall general statement in reference to, you know, some stuff got to go for new stuff to come. What would be the I guess how to there's some people that's down about some stuff going, you know, because they don't know what's on the other side of the rainbow or at the end of the tunnel, or whatever word you want to use as an analogy. What could you leave us with in reference to that? Because, you know, we love going to sleep at night, and sleepy tea was definitely.
I know, girl. Listen, that question is out, because I use the sleepy tea too, and the rosé tea. Girl, don't play. Here's the thing, and I said, well, not everybody drinks coffee.
Right.
So I don't have the answer to that, but we do know things must purge to make room for new things, right? I was doing a meditation the other day, and it said, we are more space than we are matter. And I thought that was so interesting. We are more space than we are matter. And we have to make room for new things. So unfortunately, Carissa, I don't have the answer about the tea, but I'm hoping and praying that we will get something in. At this point, I don't know. But that's a big thing, because we will have the stress gummies that will come out.
Mm-hmm.
The rosé is staying. I was just saying, I love that. Yes, with the sleepy tea, but we will have the stress gummies that are coming out. So I'm going to try to position, for me as a salesperson, position that no, we don't have the tea, the rosé tea will stay, but the stress gummies will kind of bring you down. Maybe not effective as the sleepy tea. I haven't seen the full ingredient deck on that, but that will be a great replacement for the sleepy tea, will be the stress gummies.
Oh, all right. Because I just love it for the bloat effect. Like, I love the de-bloat effect. Like, just to wake up and have no bloat is the best.
Right. And the stress gummies will do that. They have, like I said, I need to go back, and I haven't seen the full ingredient deck, but for my fellow, and I don't have any customers, but the people that love the product that I know, I'm setting them up and going, listen, that the sleepy tea is going away, but the stress gummies, which also helps provide, relaxation, calmness, as well as if you wanted to do them during the day, it's focus. That is what I'm going to be using as a replacement. But let me tell you, we are going to be having, we're going to go live. It's toward the end of the month, I believe between the 23rd and the 25th. I can't remember.
23rd.
And 23rd. And we're going to be talking about the product story and how it all goes together. So for me right now, I was happy to know, because I take a stress gummy right now, and that's very popular. You see every goalie's doing it, and somebody else is doing it. So we have, obviously we always have amazing natural products, and that not the sleepy gummy, the stress gummy, I think it's going to be a great alternative to that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, oh, and no, the rosé on the last sheet we just got, that came out yesterday, they did add rosé to it. They said rosé is leaving also, and the immunity.
Immunity is going, but I'm really pushing for rosé to stay.
Nope, that paper said it gotta go. Maybe it was a typo, but that what's that paper?
Let me confirm that. Because
Okay.
that's my jam right there. That rosé tea is my jam. I love it. I'm like, because here's the thing. I'm not a big tea drinker. I'm a huge coffee drinker, but that rosé is so aromatic. I'm into aromatics, and it smells so good and it tastes so good. And so actually I use that at night even more than the sleepy tea. So now it doesn't mean that here's the thing. What I hope happens, and I'm just now starting to get in on those conversations with Colin, who's our VP of product. What I'm hoping is that maybe they'll come in and be like seasonal, like bring your favorite tea back or something like that, kind of how we're doing with some of the coffees that are going away. But the reality is, when you look at from a business standpoint, and I know you guys all understand this, when you look at it from a business standpoint, when you look at margins and you look at sales, you have to go, okay, there's several things that I love. I'll tell you, it's this fish seasoning. I eat a lot of seafood. So Emerald makes an essence seasoning. You cannot find the essence seasoning anywhere. I guess I was the only one that used the Emerald essence seasoning. But anyway, I can still get it on Amazon, but that's not my point. There's always going to be something that we love that actually, when you look at, in true transparency, how it's selling, there's no room for it because it's not a cost center for us anymore. So I'm sure some of that came into play, but I would like to see another tea option, because I do know it's kind of like caffeine. Not everybody has caffeine, right? So we have the non-caffeinated or low dose caffeinated. So we have to think about, there are a lot of tea drinkers. A lot of our, people, like I said, drink the tea. A lot of Europeans that are living in the US drink the tea. A lot of our teas overseas, tea is still very much a go-to. So I hope that Colin is looking and working on some new tea. I cannot imagine, now I don't know this for sure, but I cannot imagine that completely being gone from our product line forever. That personally doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
I can just be completely honest.
I'm excited because this is like the first time we've had like a large amount of leaving all at one time, because it must be a large amount coming in at one time, which is going to be crazy. So how much money?
And throughout the end of the year, so listen, if you think about it, the holidays are 6 months away. I mean, we're going to start preparing for holiday like in October, November. That's only like 4 months, if you can believe that. It's like 160 days. So there are going to be things that are going to be introduced throughout the rest of 2022. So just stay tuned. But the summer line, baby, I'm excited about it. I think you guys are going to be pleasantly, pleased and surprised. And you guys, we talked about this on our last call, what's going to be coming. So
yeah, we got a lot of hints on what's coming. A lot, yeah. Mark poured in for us too. So all right, so we're excited. So how much money should we be putting aside for the end of the month? 200, 300,
300.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna need a nice chunk.
Put that 300 aside. You know me. Now you may or may not. We're working on some things, but put away 300 for sure. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel
and
it.
You know what else, ladies and gentlemen, is don't forget, that runs us right up until the holiday weekend. Now, I have heard that generally we kind of take a hiatus over the holiday weekend, but guess what? Get ready, get tiered up this month, get your LCs in this month, get everybody ready, because this holiday weekend, we're going to be doing some amazing things where your business is going to work for you. You're still going to be able to enjoy your holiday, but don't forget that product's going to butt right up to the holiday weekend and the end of the month. So put the money aside because you want to have the products, right? And you want to make sure that you're talking about it and you have it in your hand, because I really think that's going to impact your holiday sales weekend for sure.
I'm excited.
Yes. Yeah. Get ready.
Anybody,
it's going to be good.
anyone else got anything? Y'all good? Anyone else got anything? Everybody shaking their head. No, I must have asked the questions y'all wanted. Because I asked how much money we got.
Yeah. Well, Carissa, y'all have a beeline. You can always reach out to me. I'm always available. I will be in the corporate office. I'm ready. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Nina says she's ready. I'll be in the corporate office next week. So if y'all need me, I'll be boots on the ground. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. Wink, wink. But make sure that you join us on the 10th. We'll be getting started, like I said, from 6 to midnight, and the whole crew will be there. And we're having the diamond training next week. So if anyone on this call is going to be with us next week in the corporate office, can't wait to see you. But I will be boots on the ground next week. So if you need anything, I will let you know. Or if you need anything, let me know. And otherwise, May is here. Let's slay May. Let's get going.
Excited. And guys, if you did not pay attention, look in your downline orders. If you look there, you will see today a lot of pending orders. Those are from the Enroll-A-Thon. They started adding to the people's orders. So I'm not sure if both Enroll-A-Thons was done, because I did a lot on that first one, but I know for sure the first one, everyone's correct product is already pending.
Yep.
It's shipped to them.
Yep. So we're working on that, because we had, oh my God, let me tell you, the last one we had over almost 1,000 LCs join. It was crazy. We actually doubled the second go around. We doubled in DTs and LCs. So people love it. So make sure you get your people teed up and get on at some point next Tuesday night, because it's going to be another great time, because we'll have the whole team. So Nina just joined. Welcome.
Yes.
We are happy.
Last week.
Get ready for the ride of your life, baby. It's all good. We're excited. So our next call will be when?
Well, Tuesday. Well, shoot, June is a whole new month. So you tell me, is there going to be corporate?
It'll be that first Tuesday in June, because I think June 1st falls on like a Wednesday or Thursday. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So June 7th. That's fine. I'll text it to you.
Okay. So I'll be back on, and we'll be ready to wrap up the quarter at that point. So we'll be looking at our goals, measuring our numbers, and it's go time.
Yes, guys. So make sure you do the reflection, like she said. Look at where you were. Look at what you've accomplished, what you have not done, or what you need to get done. Just reflect back. Look at what you did last month. Look at what you accomplished. If it wasn't or nothing, then you know what you need to do this month, and start it now. Don't wait till the end of the month. Let me tell
you something. Exactly. I am really trying to shift this culture. Why do you want to? Here's the thing. I think I've said this before. Your month should be closed as early as the 20th, no later than the 25th, especially leaders, because the last 5 days of the month, you're rallying your team. Number one. Number two, you're also building for the next month. You cannot build your month within a month. You will be stressed all the time. And if you're doing that now, that's okay. We'll break the habit. You cannot build your month within a month. It's too hard. That's when burnout happens, right? So the culture needs to shift. I'm telling you, leaders, here's the thing. These are my check-in dates. The 3rd, the 15th, right? And like the 25th. That's when I check in with my teams. And if I'm not where I need to be by the 25th, I know what I need to do. Then I may have to push it to the end of the month. But how sweet is it that all I have to do, the rest after the 25th is icing on the cake. The 3rd, 15th, mid-month check-in, and the 25th. That way, that's healthy, right? Doesn't mean that you're finishing, you stop. You keep going, because guess what you're doing? You're building momentum for the next month. Those are your dates. Hands down.
All right, guys, so get it. Like no waiting, no procrastinating. Let that go. Let that go. So I appreciate you as always. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your energy and everything you pour into us. Everyone take advantage of the fact that we have corporate even being on Zooms with us at least once a month. Like, come on.
Yeah.
This gotta be the most y'all seen people show up on our Zooms. Like, come on. Okay. Yeah. Everybody got the same tilt nod. Did you see it? Did you see everybody?
Yes.
Everybody.
Oh. All right. Well, I love y'all. Y'all give me energy. Y'all do hallelujah. Yes. How you doing? Morning. All the things. So